So y'all, wanted to talk about three necessary skills I think will be super important moving forward as these AI agent autonomous lobsters start becoming popular. Yeah, we got the vision back and everything, got the dragon page, but yeah, first one is to keep cultivating your one-on-one personal brand, right? So people fall in love with their favorite creators, restaurants, spots that they like to visit. So sometimes your favorite small creators, they don't necessarily have the best content, they don't have like Mr. Beast or style production, but you tune in every week because you really like their personality, their quirks, everything. Same for restaurants. Sometimes the chef gets worse over the years, but you still join because you've been there for a while. You like the nostalgia part, so really dial in onto what your personal references are, whether it's your culture. Just like I'm like in Vietnam right now, in Vietnam exploring right now. I'm also Californian exploring the West Coast. I also like anime, so I share random dumbass references, so stuff like that. Find what's unique to you and you'll be good. Then second one would be to build in-person and online tribes, right? So the thing with agents is that they tend to swarm. They create like a hive mind where they kind of aggregate together based on data. However, people change, they evolve, they move their social circles, they have a bunch of life circumstances, especially today, in today's world, right? So IRL could be anything like playing favorite sports, pickleball, frisbee, basketball, whatever. Then could be anything else, like favorite hobbies, like people like to read books. Could be anything like, I don't know, even tech, creating AI agents. It doesn't matter, just create those places where people can connect. And for online, create fun shared experiences where people can react to each other in real time, just such as like any streams, or maybe they can send memes of any references. They make fun of like the world burning right now with like a US and everything right now. So yeah, create those fun, intimate places where people can find their home away from home. Then yeah, third one would be to really utilize that creative inspiration to think for yourself, and things you can cultivate. This would be go on walks like this, just oh, there we go, that dragon bridge is inspiring right there. Bridge right there kind of reminds me of like San Francisco, New York. Dragon bridge, I've never seen anything like that, but yeah, literally random stuff to inspire yourself, right? So random long walks, random meeting new people, and that often means doing suboptimal stuff, right? So the thing with AI, it's going to find paths of least resistance. It's going to find whatever is most optimal. However, sometimes what's most optimal isn't what is going to create the best long-term results, right? So maybe for example, if someone explores a traditional path, like I think this is very often in our generation, right? People tell them to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer. So it seems pretty optimal, right? Everything's like perfect for them. However, they become unhappy. They don't like doing it long term, stuff like that, which is very common in our generation. So maybe they're able to explore different career paths earlier, that maybe they spend like several years working in the medical field, but then they revert back, they got a farmer experience, so it might not seem as optimal, but short term, but long term, their happiness levels go up. They really love the job, they're very passionate, they're able to scale up their income, they're not limited by time and energy, so stuff like that. So utilize inspiration. So TLDR, keep building your personal brand, build in-person and online tribes, and also keep cultivating your experiences by just getting out in nature, exploring, meeting new people, finding inspirations, everywhere traveling, stuff like that. So hope you all enjoyed it, and chat with y'all soon.